Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Divide. Yay! We got a new mic stand. Although I have not gotten like the connection between the mic and this. I'm using like a rubber band to tie it together. But yeah, that's an update. From the title, you can probably see I'm going to do like a talk about my life and get ready with me for church. I'm already running late, so I'll try to be as fast as possible. This is my people patch. I'm having like a really bad skin day, but I'm having a good hair day. I mean, I must say, I feel like my hair is getting, very healthy. I will stop growing my hair probably when it's like here. That's the goal. But for now, we celebrate the little things. So how are you guys doing now? Long time. I feel like I'm not posted in like 2 weeks or so. I have been struggling with a lot of things in my life recently, and that has made me to, not really lose interest, but not to be as post as much as I want to, because I'm always doing a lot of things. And sadly, how am I saying? I've just been really stressed in terms of this year has been a lot, and I have been falling sick for a lot of unusual reasons. It first started with me falling down the stairs. This stairs. I fell down in my other room before I moved to this room, and it wasn't a big fall, but it really left like me. I couldn't walk for a while, like really well. I even took some pictures with this leg, but you will never know. I'll put pictures here. And I fell down with this on the stairs. It hit like my leg, my upper thigh hit the iron of this stairs, and it was just like a lot. I was like, okay, no wahala, we'll limp. Not like I'm walking anywhere, so too much. Although I was doing my lab work and I was working at home, so that was kind of stressful. Then I had like fever, I think, after that period, and I was like, oh, what the is going on? And after that, I just had like a little fever. Then I did a little bit of checkup and I had COVID, and I was like, hey, mini COVID. And even before that, I had like a really disgusting skin disease, which I will probably touch on. And it was just a lot because I didn't even know where it came from, and it was the first time I feel like I've ever had anything as advanced as that. Even on my face, like if it's really bad, like I don't have like a lot of pimples, I just like have really bad skin day, and I'm okay, I know what to do and everything. But I've never had skin disease like that, and it lasted for weeks. So that was another thing that contributed to my anxiety, my stress levels and everything. I feel like this year was not really disappointing. My worst year so far has always been 2017, but this year was not really disappointing like that in my life. I feel like I was stressed this year. There was a lot that happened, but like so far, like it has been good. My goals and my all the things I set for this year have not really been accomplished, but I'm kind of happy with where I am going and the kind of mindset I am entering into next year with. And like I know what I want now more than just chasing or allowing life to put me into different sections. So I'm happy for that. So recently I had COVID, and it was a life-changing issue. Like it was not really a life-changing issue, like something bad happened, but like it was just really tiring. I had decided to do overtime at my job, and it was bank holiday or so. I don't know if it's an international break, I don't know, but like we had break for the 31st of October and the 1st of November. I was like, I'm gonna make my money, I'm gonna make my money and work overtime because girl is broke and she needs money. So I was going to work overtime and everything, then have like my normal time, which is on Wednesday and Thursday. So I was going to work throughout the week from Monday to Thursday, then work on Saturday. And I was like, I was not feeling like very feverish after a very stressful day at school. Week before, I had like test, seminar, and work that day, and I was just like, God, if you save me from this one. You have an issue in life and you're like, God, if you save me from this one, I'll praise you forever. That was kind of like the vibe I was going with. I was just stressed and tired, and I felt very defeated, and I felt really bad. Like I was just going through a lot, and the anxiety and everything. So, and I also started therapy. I'll talk about that one very soon. So I now wanted, like, I started feeling very feverish on Monday. I was like, okay, I can tough it out. Normally, I don't like to take drugs, so I was like, I'll tough it out and everything. My liver, I cannot be stressing myself with taking drugs and everything like that. So I now continue to live my life normal. Tuesday it got so worse. The fever was on point. Like, I was so sick. It was really terrible. I still did my job and everything. Wednesday, I was like, okay, I think it's time to go to the hospital. I got drugs from this clinic first, and it wasn't even working. So I think Thursday, I decided to call. My school, Debrecen, they told us if you want to go to hospital, you have to book. So I tried to book, and it was 3 weeks. So I tried to book on the 4th, and it was like the 16th that was available. And I was like, somebody not pass out by then, So I didn't even bother with my school. I was like, okay, I have like an insurance with, a cool place. I was like, let me try and get help from there. And I called in, and they were like, these are your symptoms. They sound like COVID. I was like, oh my God, these people, COVID is over. Like, you guys should rest. And I said, okay, just test yourself before you come to the doctor. We cannot obviously just let you come like that because your symptoms are very COVID-like. So I was like, okay, I'll go and test myself. And I said, let me go and get my COVID test. I bought it from one of the clinic. Those ones that you can like just spit inside and it will show you your COVID, whatever. I now got my COVID test. Guys, like, I was COVID positive. I say COVID. I was positive, sorry. Yeah, it's correct. COVID. I don't know if that's a word, but like, I was positive for COVID-19. I was like, man, this is the end. Like, I think I had like a picture or so then. I was like, oh my God, how will I do this? Like, I was already stressed. I took break from work and everything, and they were very nice about it, like very understanding. But it was just stressful because the sickness got worse, and I had like the worst sore throat. I could not even, guys. I could not even, like, they don't even, COVID sore throat is underrated. Like, it's really terrible. I was really in pain. I would wake up in the night and I would feel like, it would feel like there's a desert in my throat and two sandpapers rubbing at each other. It was very disheartening to have COVID. It was terrible. And I was just going through a lot. Like, I would wake up every day. And, it's really good to have amazing friends. My friend and roommate, Jenny Yenny, like, she was really there for me. She would bawl. And she was sick, but she didn't have COVID, thankfully. She would bawl, like, what do you call that thing? Garlic, ginger, and lemon. She would boil it and she would say, oh yeah, drink. Then she would now put inside, what's in the column? My flax every morning. And it was so nice to, like, it's really good to have good friends. That's what I would say. Have really good and loyal people that will be there for you. She was really an amazing friend, honestly. On that matter, I forgot to quickly say thank you to everyone who checked on me during this COVID-19 sickness. A lot of you that I don't even know, like, prayed for me online and everything, and I'm extremely grateful. May God bless you and keep you as well, and keep you healthy as well. I'm extremely grateful. I won't name names, but a lot of you wrote to me on Instagram, on YouTube, and on my personal number. So thank you, and I appreciate this. So she would now put it for me outside, and I would drink, and I think that thing helped me a lot because I couldn't get any drugs. The doctor was like, you can't use any drugs for COVID. All of our drugs, or all the drugs that people are testing, it's not really working. It's just your immunity, and if it gets worse after 7 days, then you can now come to the hospital. I was like, okay, no wahala. I was just waiting. I was like, God, this thing can actually kill me. It's not going to kill me, but like, I was fearful because there is a possibility. People have been dying from COVID for a year and something now. So that was that. It was terrible. Like, to think that was happening to my body and I had no control but to wait. It was crazy. Eventually I started feeling a lot better. I felt my body fighting finally after, like, I think 5 days. I was still working and I didn't go to school because obviously I didn't want to spread it, and I work from home, so there was no point saying that I didn't need to work. I could work. So after I finally felt my body actually fighting COVID, I felt instant fatigue. I feel like people don't talk about how recovering from COVID gives you a lot of fatigue. Girl, like I had like the worst fatigue ever. I was so sick. Not really sick, but I had dizziness. I couldn't walk like without feeling dizzy or feeling like I needed to like hold something. I couldn't leave my house. Me with the form, I like to save money. I ordered food there because I could not even like, I spent how much on food because I couldn't cook. I was so dizzy. It was really terrible. Like, I don't think anyone be talked about recovering from COVID. I started eating food that was, very heavy so that I won't, because I also had loss of appetite, by the way. That was a thing, by the way. I would eat, even till now, I struggle to eat like 3 times a day because I'm not used to it anymore. I would eat like once, one big meal, then something small, then I would leave it to the next day just so that I could, survive. But yeah, I was eating 2 meals a day because serious fatigue to cook and I lost appetite. So it was very crazy to go through that. And I'm so happy because I don't have any underlying disease, and I wonder if I had, what I would have gone through, because it's really a serious. Before I had COVID, I actually was I had a lot of anxiety. I don't know why. I think it was a combination of working in a new job and also working, having my lab work and thesis, which I'm still doing. My thesis, not my lab work, and school. So I was crying like almost every day. Like, I don't even know why. I'll just be sad. I will just be sad. So I will just have to do my eye makeup. Yeah, so after, before COVID, I had like a therapy session. I started therapy for a while because I said, I had serious anxiety and I was crying all the time. I don't know why I was crying. I was just sad. And my experience with therapy has been really helpful. I have learned to start journaling a lot. It helps me for my mind because I think, I don't know if anybody knows this about me, but I'm an overthinker. Oh, that's a lot of lining. I love to overthink, I guess. I didn't even know that it's not everybody that likes to overthink. Like, some people don't like to overthink. Like, they can try to stop themselves from overthinking. And I don't know how to do that. I overthink. I have anxiety. I have okay, this looks cute already. If this doesn't happen, how are we going to do it? Like, what if it was? And I didn't really know that I had like these things until I became really good friends with Jenny, and she would tell me like, Deborah, you're very negative. She was like, we'll be walking and I'll just be like, what if somebody falls down and rolls on the ground? And she was like, what? She would even laugh. She's like, why is your mind going? I'm like, no, it's just like, she's like, why can't you ever think, what if somebody is credited $1 million? Why are you thinking of the negative? So therapy is like being able to talk and like say things that are on your mind and hear from a different perspective, maybe a professional as well. Is so much. It's just a different ball game. It helps your mental health. It's wonderful. I wish I have longer sessions because we are allowed free sessions in our school for how many days? 5 sessions, I think. Then after that, I don't know if you can decide to expand it, but so far, so good. I feel so much better already. I've learned to journal. I've learned to some other assignments that they give you to improve your self-esteem or your self-worth, or any way that they feel like I'm lacking. Therapy session has really helped me put things in perspective and be grateful and just know that my thoughts are thoughts and it's okay to think like this, or you have to view it from another way. Another thing I was struggling with also is just like life in general, and the fact that I'm reading a course that I don't really, not if I hate the course that I'm struggling in exam or things like that, but I feel like it's not really what I want to do in life. So that's another thing that we had tried to tackle in therapy, and it has been a blessing to just even have therapy, talk to someone and just like be outside my normal people I talk to and see from a different perspective, I guess. So that has been amazing. So yeah, another thing I suffered with, like, in my life or recently, was a skin disease. Ooh. When I moved to this apartment, I had like a major skin disease. I'll post some pictures up, and I had struggled with this for 6 weeks, and it was crazy because at first I was like, first of all, I'm not even like a dirty person where my skin go they react. I'm like, am I dirty? Is it like, and I'm like, where would this come from? And I was like, okay, is it the new apartment? I just moved in. I did not do, sadly, a disinfection because they said they were going to do disinfection before we came in. So I was like, is it the new apartment? Where would I, till now I don't really know where it came from, but like I had to meet a dermatologist to identify what the skin disease is. She said it was Phytaris rosacea. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Let me check for the this thing. And it started very small on my neck. I think that's when I noticed it, and it spread to my chest. Then from my chest region, it spread to my legs, my arms, my back. And in my back, it was so much worse. I could not even, it was so disgusting. Like, then it started entering my face here. So I started wearing, like, there's one time I did like a picture or whatever, and I was like about to post on Instagram, and I couldn't even post because I was so embarrassed that, oh my god, this is how my skin looks. It was a lot. It was, yeah, it's called Phytaris. Oh my god, I got it. Rosacea. Yeah, Phytaris rosacea. So we went from doctor to doctor, and it was like, first of all, I went to my school and I met a doctor. Then I went to my clinic with insurance. Then it was the same doctor, so it was like she was an expert, and they call her for both sides, and she was like, the same thing, I just have to wait it out. And I don't know why I get sicknesses nowadays that way. I just have to wait it out, like. So it was crazy. I couldn't really open my body, like, not open my body, but wear things that were like, I was so conscious of it. Even my boobs, it had all on my boobs. Luckily, it left without any scars. So like, this is very normal. It's a viral infection. It happens. I was like, where is this coming from? I don't even do much. I don't go out. I don't do a lot. Like, why would I have like? But it's just one of those things. So that was something that I was struggling with as well. And I'm glad it's over. And right now, I'm just in a phase where I'm not sick anymore, and I just want to talk about it and give God the glory, because I know that the sickness is not my portion, and it will stop happening to me in Jesus' name, and I will not be sick anymore. And I'm ready to put all that behind me, because God knows, girl, like, I don't even know how I was falling sick like this, you know. So that's one of the things that was affecting me during this period of my life. But I'm better now, I'm stronger, and I feel very, very healthy, and I'm grateful for that. Nothing really lifey that happens in my life like that, but like, that's the life of the day. I just felt like I wanted to share it, because I feel like in this channel I did a lot of things, but I don't really talk about myself too much. I don't really like know how to, and like, I've gotten some complaints where like I need to talk about things that happen in my life. I'm like, I wish there were things that were happening in my life. I'm just like too serious and too, okay, has to be this, and too, I won't say boring, but I just don't like doing a lot of things that cause drama. So yeah, at the end of the day, I just want to kind of, in a way, apologize for not being as consistent. You know, I've not posted in a while, and yeah, I want to apologize for that. But these are the things that have been happening, and it has been a crazy one. But I just have to stay positive and keep my head up, and know that God has a lot planned for me, and I will achieve everything that I want to achieve with time. And yeah, that's basically what's happening. But it's important to keep you guys updated, even if some of you probably like, what the fuck? We don't care. It's not that deep. But like, yeah, it's important to talk about these things sometimes, so that it doesn't look like, oh, somebody's just living their life and having a perfect day. Like, nah. These 6 months have been crazy, and that has been my life update. I don't think there's any other thing that has been life changing that's happened, but I have just been going through a lot, and I am just ready to put myself first and put my mental health first and health. Like, I feel like now my goal is just to be very healthy physically as well. And some of the things that I also have journaled about and things I want to achieve, I have put them down. Even the things that I feel like I appreciate, or more, have been so different after me falling sick for all these periods. And I choose things that I just try to remind myself that things that are important are my family, myself, God, and my friends, and that's just where I am. So yeah, I just want to give you guys an update about my life, and I'll be going to church now. This is just a really fast look, and it's not really good or whatever, but it's cute. It's cute. So I have a lot that I'm gonna happen this channel, and I'm excited, and I'm back. So get ready for me. Yeah. So sorry that I've not updated in a while, and thank you for staying. Bye guys. Have a wonderful Sunday. Where's the button? Bye guys. Have a wonderful Sunday.